Hey, it's Jonathan. The question is, I need to buy a zero turn radius mower, and how can I make enough money to do it because all my current income goes to the household bills? I completely understand. So, a couple ideas here. One, can you do more smaller jobs with the equipment you've already got? Can you get more of them? And if not, then I'd be a little concerned about that. I would think, but I don't know your market and what you serve. So I would definitely try to do that. That's one option. If you just can't, if you are against the idea of financing or you can't get financing, then that would be all you can do. You've either got to get more smaller properties that utilize the equipment you've already got, or you got to do more things like, say, bush trimming jobs or sprinkler repair jobs, not knowing if you do any of that stuff that doesn't utilize a lot of equipment. And then another thing is I do talk a lot about not getting into debt and being debt free and such. I'm a big believer in that. Now, at the same time, there's a place for debt. And in this industry, when you get into big stuff, big properties, there's a need sometimes to use debt to grow the company. I just say it's just personal preference. I tend to prefer to grow a little slower, a little smarter, and try to avoid debt. But I've used some debt over the years for by all means. And so the reason I oftentimes say so much try to stay out of debt is because the biggest mistake I see is guys go out and buy a really cool truck, trailer. They go out and get a couple zero turn radius mowers. And they buy all this stuff and finance it all because they can get a great payment on, but they haven't actually sold the work yet. They don't actually have enough work to utilize all this stuff they just bought. So that's why I'm so negative on debt, is that it leads to so many businesses falling apart. So if you've already pre-sold some work and you are going to be able to utilize this equipment, then by all means, maybe you need to finance it and just be conservative and pay it off quickly. But there's a place for financing. So if you've already sold the work, you know it's priced properly, and you can pay this equipment off and pay it back, and it's not just, say, one property that if you lose it, you've got this piece of equipment just sitting there, then consider financing. If you can't get financing or you don't have the properties, then more services that require less equipment and more smaller properties. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. You've got to get more work at the right price, utilizing the equipment you've already got, and save your money. I don't think there's any other magic way around it. And so, but anyway, I wanted to make the point. If you can get the financing and you've got the properties, do it. And then just be very diligent about paying that piece of equipment off and really utilize it well before you go buy the second piece of equipment.